This week on LatterDay News. How light the world equals a free ride in Metro Manila. And later on LatterDay News, international temple Christmas lights that rival Temple Square. But first, the headlines. Members in the northernmost part of England responded to a massive storm. Arctic wind gusts of 100 miles per hour left major property damage, over 300,000 homes without power, and 3 deaths. The small branch moved church outside to help members and neighbors rebuild after the worst storm in 4 decades. Trains, buses, and jeepneys? Select transportation wrapped in the familiar Light the World with Love campaign signage can now be found in Metro Manila. Local riders jumping aboard the red transportation will have a free ride during the month of December.
Member of the Quorum of the 12 Apostles, Elder Jeffrey R. Holland, accompanied by his wife, Tricia Holland.
Elder Holland celebrated his 81st birthday this December. Born December 3rd, 1940 in St. George, Utah, he would marry Patricia Terry in the temple in 1963. Elder Holland was the president of BYU before he was called as an apostle in 1994. A chance to be left home alone this Christmas is up for grabs as the famous Chicago home is being listed on Airbnb. The iconic Christmas film has been loved by millions for over 30 years. You might remember that President Monson mentioned the film in General Conference back in the 90s.
Their eyes meet, their hands express a gentle greeting of gratitude. Welcome home replaces home alone.
Hawaiian missionaries helped restore the USS Missouri Battleship in Pearl Harbor. The Missouri was the last active battleship and is now on display. Missionaries showed up regularly to patch the decks, shine handrails, and perform other needful work for over 10 years. In all, the missionaries gave over 10,000 hours of service.
I'm Abby. I run Brooks Point Inn.
I didn't realize smoke inhalation was part of the complimentary service.
Abby enters a cooking contest for prize money to fix up her historic inn. When she finds out that she's up against some pretty tough competition, well, she recruits an expert chef. Then the kitchen really heats up as Abby starts to fall for her new helper. Find out what's cooking in a Christmas recipe for romance on Living Scriptures streaming. And that's the headlines. And now, LatterDay News ends with international temples turning on the beautiful Christmas lights. For over 30 years, church leaders, government officials, religious leaders, members, and friends have met to turn on the Christmas lights at the Manila Temple.
3, 2, 1, let's light the world!
And finally, in Mexico, their temple's Christmas lights, synchronized with the Light the World musical theme, is something everyone should see. Next week on LatterDay News.
And these machines have generated $6.2 million in revenue and gifts.
Drew Barrymore gives high praise for the giving machines. We hope you'll come back every Friday for more LatterDay News.